Hi, Krista here with Dimensional Healing. And I had a fantastic conversation with a friend the other day who asked me a fabulous question. And she said, "What is Reiki?" And I said, "That's a really great question. I'm so glad you asked." She knew that I was a Reiki master teacher and that it was, it's something I see many clients for on a regular basis. So I said, "All right, well, in a nutshell, Reiki is a Japanese relaxation technique that promotes your body or puts your body into a relaxed state. Actually, it brings your body into a meditative state, which relaxes, lowers your blood pressure, regulates your breathing, and it calms your mind. Said with all that happening, it actually then promotes healing or self-healing, your body to heal itself." She said, "Wow, that's really great." So then we went down another path because, of course, when you start asking one question, many other questions come up. And so she said, "So on what level really does it work?" And I said, "Well, essentially it works on three levels. First, it works on a mental level. Then it works on a physical level, or it works not, I don't want to say one, then the other, works on a mental, physical, and emotional level. So it works with a combination of all three. And what it does for you physically is it relaxes your body. It allows your body to um, go into a comfortable place where it wants to be. Frequently, we get ourselves all worked up and tense and just oh, to the point where our body is constantly on this. I refer to it as the fight or flight. So so you're constantly in one or the other. Well, when you go and have a Reiki session, it just allows your body to decompress. It allows your body to relax totally. And then when I'm talking about the mental side, well, if your body is able to relax and your body is able to, get into a comfortable position, what happens with your mind mentally is that your mind slows down, and so you're able to let go of the things essentially that really aren't that important, that just spin in circles in your head. I always love to tell people, okay, well, we're having this conversation. I bet you have three other things going on. You're having the conversation with me, your laundry list of things that have to happen in the back of your head. You have the list, the other list of, oh my gosh, I have to make sure, or did I do, or this or that or the other thing. That's a little bit different than your laundry list of things to do. And then you have what I call the circle that goes around, that goes all the way around your head constantly, like the red ticker tapes. And it goes around your head, and that's your ego telling you all the things that you've done wrong, or all the things that you're incapable of. That self-talk tape. So what the Reiki does is it helps calm all that down. So at least during the session, and then for a while after the sessions, and for some people it can be forever, you're able to calm down. Your mind slows down. You're able to hear yourself think more clearly. I love that about Reiki. So we've talked about the physical, we talked about the mental. Well, the emotional side is where it is where a lot of things can come up for people. And sometimes it's things that it has nothing to do with what's immediately going on. I had a client who had a session with me and asked me, well, why is it that suddenly I thought of a time when my brother, did such and such to me when I was a child. And I laughed with that, not in a negative sense. It was pretty funny. And then, but we laughed about it a little bit. I said, well, sometimes when we're holding on to those emotions, we don't realize that we're hanging on to it. And the cool thing is when the Reiki brings it up, it's essentially bringing it up for you to let it go, for you to release it. And so that's one of those things that it can be a great blessing about Reiki in any case. So then my friend went on and said, okay, so if I come to you for a Reiki session, what is it that I can expect? And I said, another great question, because a lot of people do have that. And even though, I've written it and I've posted it, it's better to hear it from the person that you're going to go see. So for me personally, if you come for a Reiki session at where I am, typically I have my massage table set up and I use that. Although there are times that I get a sense that a person doesn't need to be on the massage table, that they need to be in a more inclined position but sitting up. So I have what's called the zero gravity chair that I use. I use that if I go off to fairs and festivals. That's what I bring is my zero gravity chair versus a actual massage table. But you are fully clothed. You come in something comfortable. I've had people come during their lunch break for a Reiki session, and they're always surprised. It's like all you have to take off is your shoes, and even at that, you don't have to take them off. It just makes life a little bit more comfortable for you. So you pop up on the table. I have beautiful flannel sheets, and then I have a really, really awesome fluffy blanket that I just recently acquired. So then that's what you do, and you as the client lay on the table, and then I um, do all the work. And essentially, my hands either placed gently on you, and I always ask for permission and I tell you exactly where I'm going to place them. Or what I do typically is once I've connected with you, my hands hover around you. So then that she said, so well, if your hands aren't touching me and your hands really aren't moving, how does Reiki work? I said, another awesome question. And so what I explain is that it's universal life force energy, which is all around us. And when I have students that take Reiki classes with me, I actually show them because you can see Reiki or you can see life force energy. And so the life force energy is all around, and I essentially am a conduit. So think of myself as your faucet. So when I am calling in the Reiki, when I'm calling in the life force energy, it is flowing through me to you. So, my energy does not get mixed up with your energy, and it doesn't get mixed up with the Reiki energy. All I am is the faucet. I turn on the faucet handles, and it flows in and out to you. And it's very gentle, and it's a very, very gentle energy. And everybody feels different things. I have had some people who, for them, they'll feel like it's a gentle flow of water. I've had others describe it to me as being like a pulsing feeling. So it depends, and even for me, I've asked clients, well, what did you feel? Because this is what I felt, so it depends. It works just like, how the universal energy is felt for you. And then my girlfriend asked, she says, so how do you know where to go with it? I said, the cool thing about Reiki is that Reiki has its own intelligence. And I know that now that is a topic of conversation that we could go down a huge rabbit hole and spin off to. But Reiki has its own intelligence, so it knows where to go in your body. Unlike using some of the other energy medicines where you have to know where to put it, I the Reiki goes where it's needed most. And I have proven this with using I use my kids for this. I had a daughter, or I have a daughter, and she broke her leg. Well, I couldn't, the Reiki going to the break into the pain, the area of pain, going more directly, by being right there, by her leg was extremely painful. So instead, what I did is I approached her body in a different avenue, but yet she could feel the pain alleviating and dissipating down by her ankle, and it was far more manageable. Oops, sorry, far more manageable for her to have it that way. So I hope I answered a few questions. This is a really long video, and I hope you bear with it. And if you have any more, please ask, because I have no problem answering the questions. Reiki is a beautiful and wonderful healing modality that works hand in hand with with any medical treatment. It's very gentle. So if you're interested in receiving a session from me, make sure you message me and we can book you in an appointment. I can do it either hands-on, um, with me in the present, or if you're in a different country or a different part of Australia, I can do a distant session with you, and just ask me how. All right? So if you see this anywhere else but at Dimensional Healing LLC on Facebook or Dimensional Healing LLC.com, make sure that that's where you go, because that's where the conversations are happening. I'll look forward to seeing you again real soon. Until then, keep being the best version of you. Bye.